The $25 added tournament. We're coming to you live from Verona in upstate New York, home of the Turning Stone Casino. Notice on the poster there, Karen Core, Jason Shaw, and Rodney Morris made the poster. Congratulations to them. And we're going to get a match underway. It's going to be Spencer versus Brandon Shuff is our next match, our 2 o'clock match. Before we do so, let's roll it. It's called Ship the Cash. I can't push it enough because I know everybody loves it, and it's spreading across the New England area like a virus. It's shipthecash.com. Check it out. $20,000 added. $20,000 first place prize. You know, playing pool and making 20 grand, there's nothing wrong with it. Shipthecash.com. AccuStats heading down to Virginia once again is going to bring us the pay-per-view, $200,000 in the middle of the U.S. Open. And just let me, okay, Jared, I got that. I got it, Jared. Make it perfectly clear that it's going to be a full production. 40 years of pool. AccuStats, ACCU-STATS.com. And that's not the only thing they got happening. AccuStats is making things happen, and this is the next Make It Happen. It's an 8-ball extravaganza. Jason Shore, Darren Appleton, The Rocket, Rodney Morris, Corey Dool, Shane Van Boning, and John Morrow all coming together in one place, the Aramis Simona Arena in Sandcastle Billiards in Edison, New Jersey, Ed Lavdowie's pool room. That's where the arena resides. Up close, professional. You can sit there and watch. If you watch Jason Shore's last match, wait till you see him play 8-ball. That's really his specialty. But anyway, you got an 8-ball champion, world champion, Darren Appleton. And look at this lineup. If this was a baseball team, these are the guys you would want to have starting it out. The best in the business. AccuStats bringing it to us once again, November 17th through the 20th. Thank you, Pat, Jim Fredericks, and the whole crew. And we want to thank Matt. Matt's on board. ChalkySticks.com. This application will, whatever area you're in, tell you where the pool holes are, whether you're in Europe, whether you're in Canada, whether you're in the USA. Darren Appleton used the diagrams. You can actually, the app has pool table diagrams where you can replicate shots, show people the proper way to hit it, or just practice with yourself. Make sure to check them out. ChalkySticks.com. Thanks, Matt. Mr. Steve Lomax, Lomax Custom Cues. Can you say enough about Steve? It'll take us probably a year and a month. Some of the best custom cues on the market. Lomax Cues. Get in touch with Steve right there at that phone number as I turn down Mike Zuglin. His phone number is 706-776-1252. Thank you, Mr. Lomax. Wild Eyes Creations. They're on board. That's right. And what you're looking at is wild weighted cue stick holders, keychains. Check it out. It's called Wild Eyes Creations. Talking about Wild Eyes, she's real soft on the eyes. That's Allison Fisher. She needs our help right now to move on to her next endeavor. Allison Fisher, check her GoFundMe page out, please. And if you can help her out, help her out. She's been doing a lot for pool for many years on her own money, traveling by trains, planes, and automobiles. Allison Fisher, thank you, and we'll bring that up once again, folks. If you forget the link, it might be posted in the chat. Lenny bringing us to us with The Rocket. Rodney Morris, 3 hours of instructional video and entertainment in any aspect of the game. Q&A, questions and answers. Get in touch with them. Buy their DVD on the rail TV.com. Thank you, Lenny. He will be giving away a couple of DVDs on the stream. Of course, we got to thank the host event here, Turning Stone Casino and Resort. And right out of the hottest casino in the world comes the hottest magazine out of AZ Billiards. It's called Billiards Buzz. And go right to AZ Billiards, click on the magazine link, and there's articles in there that are written by Jerry Forsythe and many other editors. Incredible. It's all HD, it's online, and it's totally free. Jerry Forsythe said, I'm keeping it totally free. Get the latest news on everything. No dime out of your pocket. JB Cases, John Barton on board. JB Cases, we can't thank you enough with the stand-up product. We're going to zoom through our sponsors as Zuglin is working his way down. Mr. Kamui, Chalk and Tips. John Batone on board. Love you, Johnny, baby. Kamui, check him out. BaltimoreCityQs.com. They bring their store to your event. That's BaltimoreCityQs.com. Light-systems.com. The lightest light, 10 times the illumination, super light in weight. Put it just about anywhere. Billiard parlors, billiard pool halls are buying them. So are people that building their own man caves and putting it on. Mike Zuglin's making the announcement for this one right now.
Former Team USA, Moscone Cup member, former Action Pool Tour Points champ, Brandon Shuff, and his opponent. He's from Canastota, New York, two-time Alberta Junior champ. He won the 2010 10-ball championship, the now defunct Premium Billiards. Spencer Auigbelle.
Excuse me, Spencer Auigbelle, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. We're going to fill in the scoreboard. We still got a few more people to thank.
Only his second time playing here.
We want to thank Mr. Greg Antonakis. Get your Southwest from the best. That's Greg Antonakis. He's here. His wife is here. His son's playing in the event also. Get in touch with Greg at ga9ball@gmail.com. Greg Antonakis, thank you. The Kings of Vapor and also the Kings of Billiards in Akron, Ohio. Mr. Chad Bowling and Stephanie, we miss you guys. Hope to see you soon. Checkyao, us.checkyao.com. Mr. Joel Schapiro, the master behind the scenes. Simona's Cloth, Aramis Balls, the best equipment you could use in the world, par none, the best you can use. The Tap League, the best amateur league in North America, along with the live stream news group on Facebook. We want to thank everybody. Notice the logos all around the screen as Spencer's set to break. Rack number 1, playing Mr. Brandon Shuff. Brandon Shuff actually picking up 2 tours. He's running NAPL down in Virginia and also in Maryland. So the NAPL is spreading across the nation right now. That's Mr. Tony Robles and his lovely wife, Gail. And Brandon Shuff picking up 2 tours in different states. So he's keeping busy. This is Spencer. I never seen him play before. But he is playing a strong opponent.
He's a house pro at Gotham City Billiards. He's sponsored by McDermott, Hughes, and Sideboard Tips, George Rodriguez. Good luck. 13, New York City. He's sponsored by Amsterdam Billiard Club, Greg McAndrews right there. His opponent from Kirkwood, New York. His second time playing here at Turning Stone. Welcome back, Don Regal. Up on 14 from Rochester, the owner of East Ridge Billiards in Rochester. We thank him for having a tour stop October 1st and 2nd. Let's not forget Chris Grayman and his opponent. Plays out of there, don't you? No, plays out of Classic U. Okay. And Buffalo, he's a regular on our, Buffalo, that's right, you're Buffalo, he's Rochester. Okay, sorry, mixed it up. David Mills, good luck. All right, you'll be there for that tournament, though.
Bridge shot over the 8.
From Boston Spa, New York. He's a 2010 Dominiac Hughes 10-ball champ. He's a regular fixture here at Turning Stone. Welcome, Paul Rozadowski. And his opponent from Bayside, New York. He's the owner and one of the owners, operators of the Molinari Products table up front. If you want to check out some of their products, they're pretty cool. He recent 9th place finish in the USBA Nationals in 3-cushion billiards. Sponsored by Molinari Products, Ira Lee. Good luck. Up on table 16 from Waterville, New York. First time here at Turning Stone. Plays out of the Golden Q in Albany, New York. We welcome Joe Ziegler right there and his opponent.
And Jay Poole, player in the box. Allison Fisher in the box. Kathy Joe out there in the box. Thank you, everybody, for viewing.
For RJH Custom Cubes. He plays out of Steinway Billiards in Astoria. Dave Schlemperitz. Good luck, everyone. And please remember.
I think we have our 4 o'clock match also booked. I'm just going to check into it as I'm going to get the hot wire right from the desk. I have a little system set up here.
All right.
Okay, our 4 o'clock match is going to be Zion Z, the Israeli champion. He's going to be playing the speed pool champion, maybe I think 3-time speed pool champion, Luke Salves, coming up at 4 o'clock. We want to say hi to everybody out there in Canada. We have our Canadian contingent players here, and we have our Canadian contingent commentators up in Canada muting our English commentary and doing it in French Canadian. So we want to say hi to everybody in Canada and thank you, and we miss you guys. We're going to see Tino Barberi, a professional commentator from Canada. He's going to come down Saturday. Pat Fleming's coming, Danny DiLiberto, everybody's coming down. We're going to have questions and answers for Mr. Pat Fleming about the U.S. Open, about the Make It Happen. He's going to be available to you guys, and it's our honor to have the pioneer, professional pioneer of live streaming, actually here in the booth, as he was here last year, also in the year before. It's always a pleasure to see Pat. Yes, baby, she's got it. Luke versus Zion, yeah. Okay, if I'm correct on the score, now it's 1-1. We have a tie game, and those two racks went quick. I'm doing a little work behind the scenes, and they're running here. I just want to bring this to your attention. This is Jarrett, the Jazzman Arasamina. He's in the chat room. He's a great jazz player. Not only that, a great singer. Make sure to check him out on YouTube. He's got his music on iTunes. He's one of the nicest guys you want to meet. The Jazzman Arasamina right there in front of you. Back to Brandon Shuff. He's set to break. It's 1-1. Jarrett was the gentleman that played the saxophone down at the U.S. Open last year, if you remember. And not only that, he's been around the world with many groups, famous groups. He's a famous guy himself, and he loves pool. His professional favorite and trainer is Earl Strickland. Jarrett actually drives in from Virginia once a month, if I'm not mistaken, and gets down with Earl. And it's showing, too. He's going to be a force to reckon with. I got news for you. You get it, Jarrett. My pleasure. Honored to have you in the box. Brandon Shuff really has some kind of really good, I don't want to mush him, so to say, and give him any bad luck right here on this particular shot. But being a one-pocket player that is, he's a great one-pocket player. He's got some really good kicking moves. And not only kicking moves just to hit the ball. He's not trying to hit the ball. He's kicking to not only hit it, but to play safe. This is a very difficult shot right here in front of you. So much in the way right here. Ball in hand for Spencer. Like I started to say, I'd never seen Spencer actually play. I seen him play, but I didn't have the opportunity to study his play. And I didn't see the first rack either. Wow, he's going to play Brandon Shuff safe here. It looks like he's going to roll him up on the 5 ball and use the 7 ball to protect from hitting the 1. If he does that, he's got to watch the rail. You got to keep the cue ball off the rail, or at least make sure the 1 gets to a rail. That's what he did. He let the 1 ball kind of leak out a little too far above the 7, which gives Brandon an opportunity to go to left long rail if he decides to. Unless he can see it, he's actually looking at the table on an angle. Not sure if he can get by that 5 ball. Oh, he's got the ball. He's got it. Spencer left the cue ball. He had to marry that cue ball to the 5 if you're going to play that shot. As you could see right there, it's a clear shot at the 1, at least vision-wise. There in the chat is Jared, the Jazzman Arasamina's Facebook page. That's the link right there. You click that and become friends with one of the nicest jazz musicians as you're going to meet. I had the chance to meet Jared and his lovely wife Connie down in Philly, and boy, let me tell you, they fall right into place in the billiard industry like, you know, a puzzle piece. They're right in there. I mean, walk in the door and they're there. They're there to help. So become friends with him on Facebook and check out his music on iTunes. Need a rail here, sir. Got the rail. Maybe made the ball. Sure did. This is not a call shot, call safe format. In fact, you could whack the 9 around the table and it falls into any hole, it counts. It's also legit on the break. Should you break and make the 9 ball in any pocket, it counts. He's playing smart, and that's the way you got to play if you want to stay in it to win it. Now, I didn't check the brackets. I'm sure the link was posted in the chat. In fact, it is by NJ Pool Player. I don't know if this is a B-side. Maybe somebody can fill me in. I didn't have a chance to check the bracket. I would imagine this is a B-side match, being that it's playing early in the day on day 2. 3 balls right near the 4 ball by the break spot. Well, just rearrange the furniture a little bit. 2 balls going to leak up where Brandon's going to have a shot at the side pocket. But taking a look at this 3 ball on this angle, appears it like doesn't go into this bottom corner. And it doesn't go in the other way. So I think Brandon's going to have to elect to play this 3 ball in one of the upper pockets here. He's going to have to navigate this cue ball, maybe 4 rails. I think he might try. 1, 2, 3, 4, and do you hit it any sweeter? Some people, I'm looking at the chat. Oh, yes, at large says it is a B-side. Thank you. And I see in the chat I prefer one loss side. There's a lot of people that that say that, and the reason they say that is because when you're on the one loss side, you basically are constantly playing. You know, you get more table time. You know, you get a chance to loosen up. But I think everybody rather be on the A side because it's a shorter climb. Where's the bracket? Scroll up in the chat and you're going to see a link that NJ Pool player put in there. Those are the live brackets and also the live scoring provided by AZ Billiards. Mr. Mike Howerton in the bleachers keeping an eye on every table. There's the link. You can check out every match around the room as far as live scoring. Wow, wide open bank shot, and it looks from here that Brandon Shuff is snookered. 9-5. I should hook up another side angle camera on that side, but the problem is the audience, as we come to the weekend, as you can see in the background, starts to really accumulate on both sides of the arena, and I'm afraid they're just going to start knocking things down. There's really, there's ample room to put it, but when they set up the tables, Mike sets up the tables for the spectators as close as he can so they can be really up front. And if I put a tripod out there or on a table, it's open to being accidentally knocked over. So I don't have the side view, but we do, between the IT guys here at the casino and the event managers that actually handle, like, you know, the camera work and stuff, they hooked me, well, they got me hooked on something. They have actually camera stages hanging from the catwalks on top where you can actually, they lower down and they go up. And there's actually one within our distance where we can actually have somebody with a camera up there. And I invested into a new piece of equipment, which is totally wireless, that we could receive HD signals through. And I wanted to put it into effect here and just try it and let somebody walk around and just try it. But we'll get it down the road. It's just more things to do. Oh, back cutting that 7 into the blind pocket. He hit it bad. And mistakes like that you have to pay for. Well, your opponent's supposed to make you pay for it. And he's playing against one of the former Moscone Cup team members right here. And the champion in his own right. So I'm going to go out on a limb with these last 2 balls. Very thin limb. Joking. And say Brandon Shuff is going to get out. A little overcooked, but should be no issue. Brandon Shuff makes another deposit. It's now 2-1. I believe. I'm going to double check right now. I got to get out of the box and just take a look. Hey, Brandon. That's correct, 2-1. Smash, crash. Wow, the wing ball, the 3 ball went right into the pocket. 9 ball resides at the left-hand bottom corner as the 2 finds its way into the bottom right corner. The 1 ball is wide open here. The issue is the 4 ball. It doesn't pass the 5 in the upper right-hand corner. You might see Brandon Shuff really pull out some magic here. Either that or he might attempt to play this combination. There you go. That 4 ball's the tough ball, and I thought he would go to the rail and spin up around it, but elected to go this way. And if the bank is on, he'll be swinging for the hills. Believe me, the fences are coming apart. Didn't make that one. And Spencer has a chance to actually tie this up as the table opens up. Natural position going back for the 5. The 6 is hanging in the upper left-hand corner. Dress up, Judy, we're going out. The gangster used to say things like that. I'd rather a bald head than this representation of our sport. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Are you talking about the hat? All right, back to the match. 7 ball, just roll up. The 8 ball's right there. And it looks like Spencer is going to tie this up at 2 apiece. Let me update the score real quick as Brandon Shuff has 2. No, I got too many keyboards. I've tried updating it on the wrong keyboard before. That's what it was. Okay. Wow. Take your eye off and look down, and next thing you know, Brandon's back at the table. The 7-9 now looks like it's going to be a fairly easy combination for this young man, Spencer, here. .22 Jump Street. Mr. Ernesto Dominguez. Did you win your match? He won. Okay. Pops, who's Get the Wire? Is that you, Ra? Who is that? Is that Ra? Bingo. What's up, Ra? Post your link in there, Ra. I'm sure you know how to do it. Get your link posted in there, man. It's on the wire, onthewire.com. Thank you, Ra. Likewise. Okay, back to this match. Brandon Shuff. He's got the 3. You know, last time he tried to bank a ball, didn't go, and the 3 is maybe in, you know, the 7 might be in line with the bank. Tony Fox in the house. The photographer, the man, and the myth. Can't go anywhere without seeing Mr. Fox. Nice to see you, Tone. Brandon Shuff. Tony Fox come over like I got to tell him who this guy is. He's seen everybody in the world. Fall ball back out for the 5. Did he hit it enough? He's got it enough. Now he's just got to go to the opposite rail. You want to sit down, Rick? No? Okay. Rick's father is playing on the table behind it. The gentleman behind with the blue shirt is Ricky Mazzarato's father, Charlie. Brandon taking a look at the scratch, studying his tangent line real well. He gave the last rack away. He knows he did. Speed. Approaching a 9 ball to make it a 3-2 in favor of Brandon Shuff. The tempo of play here in this match is pretty nice. I'm kind of liking it. I'm falling into the gear as with these guys, and it's pretty relaxing. I guess Spencer might be a little bit nervous playing Brandon Shuff, and if you're not, I apologize. But you know, some of these great players could be intimidating. But when Brandon missed that ball, Spencer was laughing. I guess Brandon kind of hit him with a one-liner. He's good that way. But don't laugh too much. This is some serious play here. And if you give him enough rope, he will leave and stay in command of this table. Watch, he's playing the 6 ball into the right-hand corner. And 6 ball fell. 7 ball goes to the side. 3 ball drops. Why don't you make a few, Brandon? The shot on the 1 is one of those real fine cut shots, and the cue ball is going to be going hot as far as coming off the 1 if he wants to. He's looking at the long bank right away. See, he loves this one pocket game. If the bank was there, he would definitely take a swing at it. Let's see what he does. He went for it, and like I said, he's a monster. One railing it and playing the 5 in the same pocket. He's playing one pocket, right? 1 ball he banked in that same corner too. He's going to maybe play the 8 in the same one. Now he's going to elect to play it up the long rail. Brandon Shuff expands his lead by 2 takes the lead here, 4-2. That time the 8-ball almost went in that corner pocket. Broke him dry. Spencer at the table. The 1 ball's right in front of the cue ball. He's going to have to play it safe. He's got a shot going down by the 9 with the cue. He's got to watch the kiss off the rail, though. Oh, he played the 1 ball down there. Got to try to keep the ball, if you can, away from the money ball. You don't want to just leave any dead shot. You know, if the 1 should have married up with the 9. I think the cue ball down there would have been more appropriate on that shot. Well, Brandon's got to do some work. The 3 ball is way down at the side of the rail where he's leaning over right now, the side of the table, the short rail. Draws it back. Does he have the speed down packed, or does he get trapped up behind the 8? He's trapped up behind the 8 ball. Okay, he's just going to cause a little havoc by trying to keep the 3 from being pocketed. And I would imagine that Spencer's going to feather off the 3 ball and play a safety. Real careful. Now from here I can't tell if the 3 is frozen, but if it's not frozen, and they just talked to each other, so I don't know what was said. If it's not frozen, all he has to do is bump it. Got the other rail anyway. What a nice slow roll. You've got to get the rail. Oh, you got the rail and tied him back up. Now no ball in hand, so reduce the shot. Brandon standing right there. We're going to go to camera 1. Brandon's going to make sure it's a legal hit. I'm not sure if the 3 is actually wrapped up to the rail behind that 8. But if it is, he's going to have to get the other rail. It must have been. Or he played the 8 ball. 9 ball went right near the side pocket, and we have a little more traffic now with the 5-7 up there just past the 9 ball, and that's where Brandon Shuff just pointed his cue stick because he recognizes it right away. That's what you got to do. You know, these players are thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 balls ahead, and you got to look for those trouble spots as he goes after it right away. Misses the 3 ball, but hangs the 4 in the other corner. So he broke him up for Spencer. Spencer has to capitalize on this right now. He's trailing by 2 games. It's 4-2. Race to 9. You know, because of what happened to Ernie, there's a lot of people, cube makers, that are just, listen, they're not going to deal with it, man. They're not taking no chances. And I heard it right here from a few custom cue guys and cue salesmen. They're not going to take the chances. Just ain't worth it. You know, it's just a matter of time before they, make an example out of somebody, and you don't want to be on that end. Trust me, it ain't worth it. Brandon Shuff just played himself another safe on himself. He did that twice already, or 3 times. Overcooked the cue ball. Now these tables are, brand new felt on them. So, they're sliding and they're running soft and stuff, but they will start tightening them up, as we proceed with this tournament. Three rails kicking into the 7 ball from behind it. Wait a minute, it ain't over until it's over. Now it's over. Again, Spencer has an opportunity to capitalize. He didn't capitalize on the last one. He better capitalize on this one. I mean, it's just a matter of making the 7 ball, the 8 balls hanging, and the 9 balls hanging near the side pocket. You got to get out here. He kind of gets down there and shoots it with like a lackadaisy type of stroke, and things like that. I don't know if that's his game, but things like that will break your focus and concentration, and you'll miss, and you'll say, well, how did I do that? Well, because you didn't focus enough. In other words, he could have been out from the rail a lot more than where he is right now. But still, you can see it clearly goes right in the side pocket. Spencer dispenses another 9 ball. 4-3. My temperature rising. Well, Jared Arasamina happens to be an admin on a group on Facebook where they actually sell stuff. And Jared's wife, Connie, is an expert on ivory, and they do not allow any type of ivory sales in their group. And I think it's just a matter of time before they actually get to the commentators and say, look, you can't say he's using an ivory joint or ivory butt or, butt cap. It's just a matter of, it's all revenue. That's what it's going to turn into. I mean, what are people supposed to do with the cues that they had invested in money, and nobody thought about anything like that? I understand the reason behind it. Don't get me wrong. It's just You know, you can't blame the people who purchased it, where they let the ivory get away for many years and let them kill these animals, and now you want to crucify the people that had nothing to do with actually shooting or hurting any of the animals. You know, I mean, what are you going to do? Wow, Brandon Shuff just one-stroked the 9-ball and missed it. This is not Brandon Shuff that we know. Not at all. What I don't know what happened there. I mean, what are they going to do next? Tell people they can't wear furs? You can't sell your fur? You know, just, I don't know. I think it's just a revenue thing, and the consumer is the one that's going to get hurt out of this. And we've seen it happen already. The 9-ball hangs up. These guys are switching partners. Brandon Shuff gets up. He says, man, am I lucky to get back? I took that last one for granted. Watch the scratch. Going to hit it nice and easy. Brandon Shuff now up 5-3. And that was a big game for Spencer right there, you know. Oh, typed it on the wrong keyboard again. That's me. Got some new stuff, so. Jake Shop, you can open that up if you want. Come on in. You're always welcome. I just put it there just so, you know, somebody doesn't walk through. Put a headset on. Jake Shop doesn't want to put a headset on. Great guy. I think Ernie will be all right also. I'm talking to people in the chat. You put a headset on, man. It's a big deal. Come on. Sit down. That's the monitor. That's what's going on. I'll update you on the score. Don't mind me turning my back. No, take this one. This is, I got them in order. This is Mr. Jake Sharp right here.
Hey, people, how
Folks.
are you?
He's one of the guys that does spread the word about pool. See that little camera right there, Jake?
Yes,
See
sir.
that? To your right?
Yes, sir.
Are you looking at it? There he is. Jake Sharp. See the back of the shirt, guys? USA. You know what it stands for? Upstate Al, United States of America.
Big Al.
Back to the match. Well, Jake, finally I got you in the box here.
Oh, boy.
You're always shying away. Brandon Shuff here is leading 5-3, but hasn't been shooting well at all. He's just been taking things for granted and one-stroking it. It's not the Brandon Shuff that we all know.
Right. Well, Spencer Auigbelle, he's
Oh, you do
here.
know him?
Yeah, he's a local player, very good player out of Salt City Billiards. He's won a couple of these stops.
Right, and we want to hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm
There
sorry.
you go. You're on now.
Yeah. So, yeah, Spencer plays good pool.
Yeah. Well, you know, I didn't have I know he attended the event before, but I just never had the opportunity to actually see his match and call his match. And if I did, I apologize. I do
No,
forget.
that's okay. He's been around for quite some time. He's an up-and-coming player. He doesn't get to play as much pool as he'd like to, probably. He works for a living.
Well, that's all part of the job.
Sure.
But he's got his priorities wrong. He's supposed to play pool first, isn't he?
That's what all of us would like to do, but we have to work, too. Can't be like Earl Strickland.
Yeah, in fact, Earl won his last match, and you had to see the crowd wrapped around.
I was one in the crowd.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. He had a couple good stories while he was playing his opponent. He took a break and out of turn.
Right.
But that's okay. He had a good time with the crowd. He always does.
Well, he is a champion, Earl Strickland.
He certainly is.
I'm sure we're going to have him on the live stream, whether it be today or tomorrow, but eventually we will be. You know, Earl's also one of the favorites to snap this off.
Oh, sure. He always is a favorite in this tournament.
Yeah, talking about Earl, we would mention Mr. Larry Ross. If you're viewing right now, we want to say hello to Mr. Larry Ross, and we wish you the best, Larry.
I saw Paul Thornley over there on the sideline. I haven't seen Paul Thornley in years. Looks good.
The gentleman that jumped out of the plane, he did some skydiving. I forget his name unless I see his face. He's not here. He's usually here every event. Very nice guy up in the New England area. Boy, I can't remember his name. I just want to say my condolences to him and his family, and I don't want to mention anything else that went on unless he does. Got you in our thoughts, buddy. And you're probably
really.
viewing right now.
Well, this should be pretty easily won by Brandon here. This looks like a pretty good layout.
Yeah, you know, that's what we keep thinking, but now look at the position.
Yeah, he's off position again.
Now, he can back cut it because he's got the protection of the 9 ball. He's probably going to draw the cue ball off the 9. But still, you know, this is not the Brandon Shuff. He's going forward. He's got a window behind the 9.
Nice, nice.
Watch the 5.
No, he's okay.
I don't think so. He's down one eye in it. That's how close it is. If he's okay, it came close, right?
Spin around it, huh?
He might have to, or he might have to just jump over part of the 5 ball. Now, there's no jump cues allowed in this tournament.
No, he's got to use a full cue.
That's right.
Can't use a jump cue in this tour.
You know, being at the brand new felt on the table, you know, the cue ball's running and it's running soft.
Yeah,
The
it
table's
is
playing
sliding
soft.
a little bit. I was speaking to Jason Shaw earlier in the day, and he said everything's coming short with spin, so you have to be very careful.
I don't know how he picks up on these things. He plays so quick.
I don't know either. He's amazing to watch.
Sure is. Yeah, he's in trouble here. He might have to spin it in. He's
He
playing.
played safe, huh?
Now that's like the 4th time that Brandon played himself safe. You know, by overrunning the shot with the cue ball. The cue ball's running a little hot for him.
I don't know what the score is right now. Do you know offhand?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, okay.
5-3.
Okay.
Brandon
There
Shuff.
we go. I'm looking at the bigger monitor. I can see it there.
Yeah, well, I can throw it up over there, but I'd rather keep it right in front of me because this is where I do most of the work here.
Well, Jesus, you got such a setup here, Al. It's
Thank
fantastic.
you. Appreciate it.
You really do a great job for the game. Appreciate it.
Well, without, you know, it's a team effort. Without everybody involved, and I'm including this, everybody, spectators, whoever's involved with pool and billiards, without everybody's support, we just can't. I couldn't get there.
No.
You know.
Yeah, you do have a lot of sponsorship. That's good for the game.
Yes, and it's nice that they step up. Yes, that is Spencer. Hey, Richie Runrax in the chat.
That's a nice bank. Kept the ball speed just perfect for that shot. Just got to come around 3 rails here.
Boy, he pulled it with the inside dope, and that ain't going to work.
He shot that way. Oh my
That ain't
gosh.
going to work. That's what I'm saying. This is not the Brandon Shuff that we
No,
all know.
he's not in very much gear, is he? Wow.
Well, he's not going to leave much.
Yeah, he's got a thin cut, that's for sure. Well, Spencer's still got some young eyes. He'll probably cut this right in.
Is he part Indian, do you know?
Yes,
Oh,
he's
here.
Native American.
I see the braids and everything.
Yeah. Real nice
I was just
guy. He's got a
wondering.
nice family.
Good for him. Way to go.
Works hard for a living and plays pool on the sidelines, you know.
All right, he's going to stop the rock and pop the 7 in the upper left-hand corner, I believe. He missed it by about a quarter
man.
diamond. You can't do that.
No, that's not like him. Yeah,
You
a
know,
little bit of pressure probably, maybe on the TV too.
That's what, man, maybe that's, you know, I thought that. I ran that through my mind also, besides you playing a Moscone Cup team member, right?
No kidding.
That doesn't help your psyche in any way.
Well, it affects your stroke just a little bit.
But on the other hand, look at this.
Look at this. He's going to scratch.
Yo, not only you almost scratched, look at the position. I mean, Brandon Shuff's struggling. We're going to get a hold of Brandon Shuff, hopefully after this match. Maybe we can get some insight into what's going on.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
I know he's, yeah. He definitely has the new cue at him. He's shooting with a southwest here with the extended butt.
Oh, okay. Nice shot there.
Beautiful. Brandon Shuff recoups there and adds one more to his side. It's now 6-3.
It would be nice if more players would step into the booth after they're done playing and speak about how they did against the opponent, what was going on in their thought processes.
Yeah, I like that, yeah. Hey, there you go. The hat's off now.
Think maybe they'll change his mindset, having the hat off.
Yeah, well, it lets the heat out. That's for sure. Talking about Joy Table, Ed Ladawi is putting a Chinese 8-ball table in Sandcastles in Edison, New Jersey.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting for them at Sandcastle.
Yeah.
Nice bank. Well, maybe it did let some heat out, eh?
Yeah, you know, my mom always told me, that, you know, in the wintertime, wear that skull cap, you know, or any kind of hat to keep the heat in.
Right.
That's why I said that. He shoots for a while, and I don't want to jinx him at all, but he shoots for a while, and he punches a nice gear, and he makes balls, he gets nice position, and then all of a sudden, for some reason or another, he loses his focus point and misses a shot like we've seen him miss that 7-ball
Sure.
up in that corner.
I think that we all lose our focus from time to time.
We're in the wrong business then.
Yeah.
A lot of pool players will take meditation classes and stuff, you know.
Yes. That's a little bit over the ball. This can be testy. Especially being all fouls on all balls in this tournament.
Well, there is a stipulation that Mike puts in there. If you stop and let your opponent know you moved the 9-ball before you strike the cue ball, they have the opportunity to put it back where they think it was. But you have to stop. You can't follow through with the stroke. If he follows through with the stroke, hits the cue ball, and then hits the 9-ball, ball in hand automatically. Okay. Around the back. See, Brandon's just getting down there. You know, you can take some of these players for granted, and maybe that's what's throwing him out of his game.
That's correct, yes.
You know? But I don't know Brandon to take anybody for granted.
Well, you shouldn't really. You should keep a mindset like you're playing the best pro in the country. And
sure.
When you're on the table with anyone.
Well, Brandon Shuff is muscling his way up closer to the hill. He now leads 7-3.
And he's getting this right in hand. I think that he may open up now with this break.
Well, now he's going to go inspect the pack. Now, he was trying to make the 6-ball in the last couple of breaks, and he's back to the same position. Watch that wing ball, the green one, go into the bottom right-hand corner. Didn't even come close that time.
Come close that time, did it? I know that Jason Shaw was trying to wire the ball earlier in his match, and it was just missing. It looks like Spencer wants to take a break for a couple seconds here. there's a few good matches going on in this side of the bracket.
Well, let's just change gears and we'll head over to one of the other tables during the interim here, just to see what's going on.
Can you do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Really?
Get over there.
Excellent.
Enjoy some of the play. You can see Jared Clowry in the back there. Who's he playing?
Can't
who's sitting down
tell.
there? Let me see. if I
Maybe
can-
Donnie Mills?
Can't really tell. But it looks like George Rodriguez is also on that side. And, or is that Sean Morgan?
Yeah.
Sean Morgan wearing the Attitude shirt. It looks like George is down that way, too.
Sean was playing good pull. I watched this match for a little bit. Alaska is playing very well. He always steps up his game in this tournament. And buddy Mike Wallace here is from Syracuse, also on this table next to the TV table.
Right.
And he's struggling, been struggling with his game, but he's trying to keep even with this gentleman he's playing.
Jake from Allstate. The gentleman, Jake Lawson, he won a pass to the World 14.1 Straight Pool Tournament. As we approach that tournament, you will receive that email. Don't you worry about it, pal. We got you.
Nice. Nice for him. Very nice. I wish I could make it up to Steinway sometime in the future and see a straight pool, the straight pool. And that's my favorite game.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
missing the. If you're going to come down, we'll put you in a box. You know, the reason being is, you know, the straight pool to me, I know what the concept of the game is. I just don't see the patterns that the straight pool players use, you know, to get from point A to point B. And, you know, I don't see automatically the problems that they have to take care of. And we usually have Gene Mann, who's very talented in commentary and colorful as he gives insight into it, and numerous others. Tom Carabassos.
Yeah. As a commentator, you really have to know the game pretty
Yeah.
well to sit there and explain what's going on and not try to get ahead of the people either, you know. We're back on the table. Looks like Spencer's is up and shooting.
Well, he's got a shot at the one ball, played right into the side pocket, float the cue ball. Nothing, oh, he's going to punch it, it looks like. And he can get in trouble here. Watch that cue ball.
Just gotta watch the cue ball. Boy, that could have took a real bad glance off the two ball, huh?
Yeah. Going towards that side pocket. We got to
Yeah.
be real careful.
Yeah. He got very fortunate. He's got a pretty clean shot on the 2 to get to the 3. I think the 3 goes by the 8 here. I understand now why a lot of commentators say they can't really see the table that well of a flat screen. It's easier when it's 3-dimensional when you're sitting out there and the spectators along the spectators.
You're
and
absolutely
everything.
right. But
It's-
after a while, when you do this enough, you can actually pick up a pretty good eye for it. You know,
Oh, God
for a lot
forbid
of
I
the
get
shots.
on here all the time. It would drive the viewers crazy, probably.
No, you know something. I always tell people just be yourself and don't try to overdo anything. You know, and
Correct, yes.
exaggerate unless
Sure.
it's a real exciting thing, and you got to let it go. Let it go, and you're just being yourself. This is Jake. This is the way Jake is.
I hope so.
Well,
Can't be anybody else.
I'm just telling everybody this is him. He sounds pretty good. I like it. I like his commentary.
Thank you very much, sir.
And there's not many people that I don't like. They, you know, the door's open all the time.
Well, I appreciate that. Tell you the truth, I thought I'd be a little bit more nervous. Oh, no, another scratch.
He had to bend that cue ball around that 8 because of the angle to get down there and
He's
cue ball on the
losing
green.
control of the cue ball a lot, though. I don't understand that. That's not Brandon's game.
Right, but that there can happen just about to anybody. You know, that shot there. He hit it pretty good, by the way. You know, because the angle just to
he
get
hit it
behind
great.
there. Yeah.
Sure, he hit it great.
But the kiss scratch was on there. definitely, without a doubt. And he knew it going into it. All right, back to Spencer. He might be a little nervous, I understand. So we might not be seeing his complete game. Just in case you're signing on to the live stream, the score is coming up right now. It's 7-3 as Brandon Shuff is one game away from the hill.
I think that if Spencer could just get in gear for this one game and get a little bit loose with the game, I think he could get back in. But look at this, he hangs it up again.
That was ball in hand. He had a bad angle.
Yeah.
That's what Pat says. That bat, I'm going to kill that bat when he comes up here second. He had a bad angle.
Pat Fleming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, look at this. Well, now is the carom on it? Does the 9-ball go?
I don't know. We'll see, won't we?
He's back cutting. He's going to attempt to back cut this right into the bottom right-hand corner and go 4 rails. 3 to 4 rails for position on the 5. He only elected to go 2. Nice speed.
That's a heck of
Am
a
I
shot
a little
there.
too loud in your earphones?
Oh no, you're fine.
Okay.
Fine
Because
for
I
me.
can lower. No, I can lower your earphones
No,
separately if you wish.
I'm all
I tend
set.
to get a little emotional. I put it out there.
It's okay. You
Yeah.
get emotional, Al, with me.
Oh, Jake, I miss you so much.
Well, let's not go there, gentlemen.
All right, 5-ball, 6-ball, natural position down in the bottom left-hand corner. And going to have to put a little stroke on it, just draw it back enough with a 7.
You don't get real straight. I think he's got a good angle. Very nice. Nice touch.
Look at this screen name just popped up in our chat. 8-ball cross-eyed.
Oh my gosh.
Unique. I like it.
Is he cutting this in the side, or is he going to run it up table?
Well, if he decides to cut it in the side and draw it back, he's going to have to make sure he pots that ball. He did.
Nice shot. Nice stroke.
You know, on a diamond table, he can very well hit those points.
Yeah,
and
you
just
can
sit
draw
out
it
there.
very easily,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. There you go.
Nice stroke. Nice help.
Brandon Shuff is now on the hill at 8. I stand corrected. Was that over? Or? Both players grabbing their cue sticks. Brandon. Hey, Brandon. 8, right? Oh, I thought you guys were wrapping up. Oh, okay. Yeah. Spencer thought Brandon was already on the hill.
Oh.
So he was getting ready to walk out of the arena. Brandon is on the hill now. That's where the misconfusion came in. I was wondering what they were doing. I thought it was on my end because I'm capable of missing a point, you know, missing a score.
Right. I
Because
see we got another interested spectator over here on our left, Zions V.
he's up next.
Is he really?
Yeah,
Oh.
he sure is.
On the TV.
On the stream table.
On the stream table.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And
Excellent.
that'll be our 4 o'clock match.
Beautiful. Boy, he was way off on that shot with position. What is it with this table? Everybody's going a little bit further than their position. It's
running
amazing.
fast. You know,
Yeah, it is.
Like I said, it's brand new cloth, and it's by soft table, I mean it's accepting more balls than what it will as we continue with the tournament, it'll start getting tighter. And
Right.
the balls that are actually, just dribbling in the pockets will not go anymore.
We get a little
It will
jelly
get tougher.
roll there, huh? With the 6 going in the side, but
That's the way to properly shoot that shot.
yeah, that was a nice loose stroke there too by Brandon. He just fouled through. Nice. That was a little punch. That's funny.
Brandon Shuff on the verge of defeating Spencer, I believe eliminating. I think this is a B-side match.
Yes,
as
it
one of
is.
our chatters
Yes,
said.
it is.
So Spencer will be eliminated. They do have a second chance tournament.
Yeah, I'm sure Spencer will probably jump into that if he's around for the weekend.
Okay, Brandon Shuff defeats Spencer by a game of 9-3, a score of 9-3. I want to thank Jake Sharp for sitting in.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and I appreciate it. I had lots of fun.
You got it.
Yeah, it was
Zion is coming up next. Sorry, Jake.
No.
And that door never closes. So, you're here. There's a seat there.
I appreciate
Step
that.
right up.
Yeah.
We appreciate your time and love
We'll
having
have
you
some
aboard.
a little bit better commentary from some other people, I imagine, down the line, right?
Well, look, it doesn't get any better than what's here.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. We'll be back, guys, 4 o'clock. Well, that's nice, Mr. Jake sitting in.